Hi guys, welcome back. Today we discuss about creating Azure Vnet. So open Azure portal and go to Azure portal is look like this, and just click on virtual networks. So there you can get the option create. Just click on create. So subscription already. Actually this is my subscription. So resource group we can select if it has been already created. If it hasn't been created, so we have to create new one. Create new. So resource group RST TRG. So resource group name is RST TRG. Click on OK. This has been created now. And virtual network name. So we have to give the virtual network name RST Vnet 1. Okay. So we have to select the region. So I'm selecting East US and go to security. So secure under the security virtual network encryption. So if you select this, enable virtual network encryption to encrypt traffic traveling with the virtual network. So if you enable this, and it will enable the encryption. So Azure Bastion. So this we will discuss about later. Azure Bastion actually it's like a jump host. Azure Firewall. So if we enable Azure Firewall, and so more security, it will be added to more security to the VNet. Azure DDoS network protection. So this also enable Azure. Actually, basic DDoS protection will be there, and so if you enable this, and it will advanced level, it will protect. And go to address space. So address space, we can give any private address space. So default it has taken the a block a class 10.0.0.0 by 16. So we get to this many IP addresses. So if you change this like 24, if I give 17, so these many IP addresses we get. So calculate and show us. So if you give 18, 16,384 addresses we get. If you give 19, so we get 8,192 addresses we get. If you give 20, so we get 4,000 addresses. The same way, so just for now I am creating with 24 only. 24, 20. So 4,000 IP addresses we get by using this VNet address range. So it will create one subnet also by default. When we creating VNet, it will create one subnet. If you want to edit, you can edit it. So now it is creating one subnet with /24 that actually that gives 256 addresses. If you want to change it to 25, so we get only 128 addresses. So I am changing it. Just subnet purpose. Actually, we can put any like why we are creating this subnet. Like so default it takes default, and we can mention like Azure Bastion. Suppose we are creating this subnet for Azure Bastion, so you can mention Azure Bastion. If you are creating subnet for Azure Firewall, you can mention Azure Firewall. Okay, virtual network gateway. If you are creating for virtual network gateway, you have to select virtual network gateway like that. So IP address range, actually this is IP address range 10.0.0.0/20, and starting address would be this one. So size is this one. 128 addresses we get. Subnet address range 10.0.0.0 to 10.0.0.127. So it will take that range. So IP version 6 hasn't enabled. So private subnet, enable private subnet, no default outbound address. So if we enable private subnet, so it will become private only. That IP we can use in uh, inside the inside the organization. Okay. So NAT gateway we haven't selected NAT gateway. Network security group also we haven't selected. Routing table also, route table also we haven't selected. So I am saving now. Later tags. If you want to use any tag, so you have to type the tag name. So value. So I am typing it dev. Tag name as dev. Value. So tag name I am giving lab. Value is dev. So review and create. When you click on review and create, so it will show all the values which we have selected. It's not showing. So just click on preview. Sorry. Review and when you click on review and create, it's not generating. So review and create. So virtual network name we haven't provided. So it is saying virtual network we provided, but it hasn't taken. RST Vnet. Okay, now just click on create and preview. Review and create. So address space we give 20. Default I am editing. Subnet I am giving the 27 range. Okay, just saving it. Tags dev value lab. So review and create. So it is showing automatic template which the all field will be selected and it will create one JSON file. By using this we can create another Vnet also in future. So just I'm closing it. So review plus create. So this is showing all the details. Under basic we have selected all these details. Subscription name, resource group name, the name of the VNet, region. So we selected East US. Security we haven't selected any options. Azure Bastion or Azure Firewall or Azure DDoS network protection. So address space we have selected /20. So it gives 4096 IP addresses. Subnet. So we give subnet as /27. So it gives 32 addresses in this subnet. private subnet. So this is private subnet. Tags I created dev environment uh, and lab values lab. So just I'm creating it. Just click on create. So it will take some time. So deployment is in progress. So deployment succeeded. So it may take some time to refresh. So your deployment is completed. So if you click on go to resource, so it will show the Vnet which we created just now. So Vnet properties, these are Vnet properties. In overview, we can see the all properties. So subscription ID, this resource has one ID, that is this subscription ID. This subscription name Azure subscription one, right? So that subscription ID, and so resource group name RSTTRG, and location is US. Address space we gave this address space. Okay, and so subnet, one subnet created under that. Under DNS server, it takes Azure DNS server only now. So BGP community string. So we can configure BGP community string if you want. Virtual network ID. So this virtual network ID is this. So this is a subscription ID. This is virtual network ID. So when we are using when you are using this Vnet in code, right? And so this virtual network ID is we use virtual network ID. So under this Vnet, we can see all these options: activity log, any activities we have performed. So far, we haven't performed anything. Access control, I am identity and access management. So yeah, providing access role assignment roles. So access control, we use access control IAM. Tags, if you click on tags, we already created a tag, right? Dev lab environment, diagnose and solve problems, any problems with Vnet. So it will show the all common problems. If we have any problems, similar problems, we can check that common problems tabs, and we can resolve it. Resource visualizer. So it will show the, so this is only VNet, right? And under this, if we create any resources, and it will show here. Settings, under settings tab. So we can see the address space. This is the address space we gave already. Connect devices. So if you want to check any devices connectivity, so we can check subnets. If we go to subnets, we can see one subnet created already. Bastion. So whether we have created any bastion under this VNet, it will show that. So this can be used as a bastion also if we create VM. So this is showing only default name RST VNet bastion, resource group RSTTRG, virtual network name. Okay, public IP address it's showing. SKU it is standard. DDoS protection. DDoS protection disabled now. So if we enable DDoS protection will be enabled. If you click on enable. Firewall. So firewall we haven't configured any firewall. Microsoft Defender for Cloud. This is antivirus. Okay, network manager. So network manager also one service, and so if you want, you can create network manager, and you can monitor automated topology, organized level security, safe deployment across regions. So these all we can connectivity configuration, security admin configurations. If we create network manager, all these things we can do. DNS. So presently it is using Azure DNS provided DNS server only. So if you have any custom DNS, so you can create here. So DNS private resolver. So if you click on create, right? So you can create, and if you click on change also, you can change it. Custom DNS server you can change here. Peerings. So Vnet to Vnet peerings. So we will discuss it later. Service endpoints, private endpoints. This we will discuss it later. Properties. So Vnet properties we can see. So Vnet name, location, resource group, subscription ID, resource ID. So this is a resource ID. So when we are using any code, right? So this is the resource ID. We have to copy and we have to utilize in code, and resource GUID. This is resource. Uh, this is also resource ID, and go to logs. So we haven't added any logs to this VNet. So there are no logs available. If you want, you can add log also. Log name we have to mention. Log type. So for which purpose we are creating log, whether read only purpose or whether delete, no deletion purpose. So read only, we can't able to read only. Read also. Delete we can't able to delete. We have to give the notes. And go to monitoring. So monitoring for this VNet. So alerts, any alerts are there, metrics. So related to this VNet, it shows the metrics also. Diagnostic settings. So it any settings, diagnostic settings are used to configure streaming export of the platform logs and metrics for the resource to destination of your choice. So we can diagnostic settings we can create um, destination. We can create this VNet to other any VNet or any on-premises network. So if you want to check that frequently, so we can create it. Add diagnostic settings and we can create. Just go to logs. So what are the activities we performed, and it generates the logs. Virtual network flow logs. So whenever communication happened, so it will create flow logs also. Topology. So topology, it will show VNet. Under that, what are the resources it will show. So go to automation. So export template. This is actually regularly we use export template. So we created VNet, right? And so if you want that JSON file, so if you click on that and you can generate the JSON. ARM, actually this is ARM template code. It's export selection of this resource, the overview, and select the export template. So now it generated. So it took time, and so if you want, this is ARM template code, and if you want bicep code, if you click on bicep, So this is a bicep code, and so this code you can use in the bicep and Terraform. So it will generate Terraform also. So somehow it's not generating now. So we check it later. Terraform we will check it later. Go to help. So connection troubleshoot. So this is important thing actually. Suppose if you want to check any connection issues, and so you have to select the virtual machine. So this is source details we have to provide like this: virtual machine or application gateway or bash in host, virtual machine scale set. These are the options we get here. And so virtual machine name we have to select if we have created already. So destination, select virtual machine. So if you want to select virtual machine only, destination in the destination. So this is the option. Specify manually. So if you want to select any IP address or anything specifically, so then we have to select this option. So probe also we can configure probe settings, prepared IP version, both IP version 4 or IP version 4. I'm selecting. So protocols, which protocol you have to check. Destination port, so any port, specific port. Source port, any specific port. So if you create, right, so network watcher connection troubleshoot provide the capabilities to check the direct TCP ICMP connection from the virtual machine, application gateway or bash in host to a VM, fully qualified domain name, URI or IP address to start. So we have to provide all these things. Choose a source to start the connection from, and the destination you wish to connect to, and select run diagnostic test. So it will test the connectivity. So support plus troubleshooting. So if you want to create any case to Microsoft, so this option we use. So that's all about Vnet. Thank you guys.